Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for joining me in the very first OllieParty. I'm happy that you take your time from your busy day to join this party. It's our first trial to have some direct conversations under the umbrella of Ollie, because Ollie is something we all love. I believe there are some stories behind Ollie from all of you. And in this party is about celebrating our relationship, reviewing our relationship with Oli and with each other. We can maybe get some more new ideas about our interaction with one another in the community, and also find some new possibilities for the future. Maybe we can get some nice ideas for the community as well, how we can better create new things with the help of Oli. So I think yeah, I shared in the thread about some stories of the origin of Oli. So I believe every one of you have your story or your beginning with Oli. So yeah, I like to first check out on each one of you. Maybe you can have a very quick self-introduction round and share a few words about your story with Oli. Would love to get started. John, go ahead.
Sure. Okay. I'm just going to switch my camera around here. Just to. Did you know I never knew you could do that? Okay. My 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 first Ollie was the inspiration Ollie. I believe it was in English, and then I received a second Ollie in Chinese. I'm just gonna go. You have to bear with me. I'm new to all this.
Not at all. Take the time. You have a beautiful stage for Ollie's already.
I have. Where's that?
I have 3.
I have 2 inspiration Ollies, and one has English on the bottom, inspiration ahead, and the other one is in Chinese. How do you say it in Chinese?
微笑前行, you mean inspiration ahead?
Yes. Okay. And then I received a nice, really cool Explorer Ollie from the Oppo campus. And then my next one was, how do you say it in Chinese?
谢志.
Yes, sure. And I liked it, and because my birthday is in October, and Libra is justice or the scales, and I found out that it represents China's law and the symbol of justice, fairness, truthfulness, and righteousness, as well as valor and vigor. And it can distinguish right from wrong and good from evil, as opposed to here in North America, where you see the justice symbol being blind. But this represents, it can distinguish good from evil. It's not blind justice. So there are my ollies. My brother will come out later and show his ollie. I like his ollie.
Cool.
You'll find out that later. And there's my story.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Nice.
You
Thank you.
also fixed the package of the 谢志 Oli. I noticed you wrote a thread about the delivery. Yeah, it's a pity that it was this kind
it
of.
It looks good now. I fixed it up. It's all healed. Yeah. Rookie did a good job. Really nice inspirational notes inside.
It is. Rookie finished her internship with us, and she's now writing her bachelor thesis. But she's really trying very hard, and she's yeah, she's offering her insight and of her understanding of community. I think she did a really good job, because community is about
Excellent.
contribution, it's about sharing, it's about caring, and I think she did a very, very good job. Some personal touches between members. She set a good example for us. Okay, thank you, John, for the introduction of your stories with the 4 Ollies. Maybe for those of you who don't know John, maybe you can do a brief self-introduction too.
Okay. My name is John Delbert Hamilton, and I live in Laurentian Valley, Pembroke, Ontario, Canada. Oh, and just thought of it. How did I find out about Opal? What was on Twitter? I think it was Mikhail on Twitter, and he mentioned something about it. I'll join the community. So I went on the community when it started, and it's really interesting. It's more not just about winning ollies or winning cameras and that. It's really about connecting people from all around the world and just expressing ideas and having a nice conversation. And I'm a retired teacher, retired optician, and so my time is free now. So it's pretty good. I like photography. I like gardening, as you can see behind me. I have a garden. It's still cold. Last night was -3, but
-3. My God.
-3 is too cold. But I have I'm saying too much. I just noticed that. I have planted some peppers. They're still alive, thank goodness. And over farther, I have some onions. I received them from my neighbor just 2 doors down, Mr. Ross Smith. He gave some seeds to me, and they should grow as large as your hand. So there should be 100 pounds of onions there.
100
those are
pounds
grapes.
onion out of this piece of
Yes.
land.
Just a little bit, yeah. And so I have some
Remarkable.
grapes here, green grapes, and then over there are some. Oh, the green grapes are seedless. Over on the other one are purple grapes. They're not seedless. Here I have a rose. Then I have another rose, and I have some blueberries. They should come up. I got to make the ground more acidic for them. Some flowers. Here I planted. What would I plant? Less carrots. And then over here, they died. I'll have to get some more grape tomatoes. But the regular sized tomatoes, they seem to be okay. And now over here, these are really going good. Gooseberries and red currant berries. And I have bird feeders where the birds come up. And over here, I have another berry, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's growing. Back here, I have some peonies, and they're just starting to come up and bloom. Oh. And the blooms should be as big as my hand. These are my brother's raspberries.
So you share this
And
piece
then
of
over
land
here,
to
I have
do the gardening.
I just planted this. Yes. And sharing is caring, as Ryan would say. And here's a Saskatoon berry. It should grow as tall as 6 feet. And then it'll have lots of 6 feet tall, lots of berries, and they should taste like almonds. And back here is, well, you can't see, it's still coming, cucumbers, more raspberries, and I just planted some echinacea plants to bring more hummingbirds up. And then here from last year, I still have oriental poppies. They're really nice. Hummingbirds come for them. I like that. And then I'll just show you the field behind my property here. Well, there's my neighbor over there. Oh, I can't go too close to the back. I'll go to Wi-Fi. Got to remember that.
Yeah,
there's
the
a cherry
connection
tree.
became
Bush,
unstable.
sorry, it's still coming up.
So you better stay at the place where you were. It's not getting through. The signal was not good, I think. Okay. Yeah, but perfect. Thank you for giving us a guided tour through the garden and also the neighborhood. Yeah, it's a casual party today. I'd like to use. I mentioned at the beginning, Ollie is connecting us, and this kind of party is also helping us getting to know each other better. because I see all of you are active members here in the community. I think Creative Graph, I also noticed you joined this meeting, and Eugene is one of our ambassador. Joshua, is your name for Haptic Art. Haptic Arts was also an active member here. So yeah, I'd like to move on to the next next user who would love to give a brief introduction, self-introduction with maybe if you have an Ollie to share your story with Ollie. Joshua, go ahead.
So hello, hi. Um, Wait, let me adjust my microphone. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining here. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Haptic Arts, but my real name is Joshua. So I have yeah, my camera is too dark because I can't even share my Ollie, but I recently have the photography Ollie that I just owned. If you guys remember the last time I posted the Ollie, it's pretty amazing. Whoever designed the photography Ollie should have a good job modeling
Mhm.
it. And I love the fact that as a creator myself, as an indie creator myself, I always explore new things about how I do my creative stuff. And since people are so curious about creative stuff should be easily learned and then have a good experience and enjoy the job that you always do, if you know what I mean. Um, it's pretty amazing how I got here in the first place with the photography only because I actually won the suggestions of um, the Ask a Photographer article.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it symbolizes how we view the world, not just in a plain canvas, but also ahead of that canvas. So if you think ahead and look straight ahead of that specific image, you will find that answer for yourself. So thank you so much. That's all.
Yeah, thank you, Joshua. Thank you for sharing your wonderful story with the photography Ollie and also sharing your
Yeah,
feedback about
thank
photography Ollie. And I can share with you that photography Oli is actually a creation of our team. It's created by one of my colleagues called Kitty, who is taking care of Shalom Opal on the social team. We have social team, we have community team, and team for taking care of homepage website. So the social team, they created this IP photography only because they thought it might be a good idea to invite photography, especially smartphone photographers all over the world to also bring piece of Opal in different cities, and also they can get back the photos, the views from all over the world. Yeah, and it worked pretty well. And also, is that a good example for us? We can also submit our ideas for a new Oli, because traditionally is from the product team or from the um, originally is from Oppo campus, who is a department or who is a small team within the Chinese market. So they are, if you read the article, you know that Oli originated, or the Oli we see today originated from this Renovators project. Young creatives, young emerging artists or graduates, they started contributing their ideas for Oli, and we unify this visual. So the Oppo campus is a team who is always in search of collaboration with Chinese art institutions, art colleges, and also try to engage the college students to get more inspiration for everyone. So basically, they are the masters behind all the majority of the Ollies you see. And the other source of new Ollies comes from internal departments. Like we have ColorOS team who have a dedicated ColorOS Ollie. Not ColorOS, it's a software Ollie, but is so far as I'm informed, is more for the internal staff members. We're also using Ollie to connect internal, to nurture a kind of corporate culture that Ollie is a daydream keeper, is giving us inspirations, and different department, different product teams or different business units, they should also develop a subculture around Ollie, and they can promote this corporate culture under the Ollie. So there were a lot of different Ollies out of internal businesses. And yeah, our team has only created for the moment the photography Ollie. And the other Ollies, like a lot of which you can see on the community, like this 7 special Ollies in collaboration with the Chinese fairies, Chinese creatures, are from an ancient book. So this is also a collaboration started by the Opal campus. They collaborated with a exhibition, with a really good exhibition, which is featuring these creatures. And they made, because they want to encourage young Chinese to know more about these creatures. And Oli is also trying to promote these creatures to the younger generation. As for the this Oli, like the bunny Oli, we had several yearly Olis according to the Chinese zodiac. So this year is Year of Rabbit. So we created this one. This was from the corporate culture department. They also had previously like a tiger Oli, I think. No. Which of the animal Olis you've seen? Some of the previous years, we also have this one, but bunny Oli is one of the we've produced we produce a lot and also majorly distributed in the Chinese markets in offline stores. And some of the overseas markets, we also send these to them because we also want to people know piece of Chinese culture. So I read from the thread that some of our members are also mentioning they'd love to see Oli in different culture costumes, in different with some signatures from different cultures. That will be maybe our next consideration, because when we have a global community, it's important to also to amplify the culture we have. We are currently for the global community, we have a very large percentage of users coming from Southeast Asian regions, like from Indonesia, from Thailand, from Malaysia, Singapore, etc., and also some of our Indian friends from other Asian countries. Nevertheless, we are also having some really active ones from North America and Europe. They are not a huge amount, but it represents a piece of Opal. So we do think it's important when we can create some dedicated Ollies representing different parts of our user group. So I will definitely try to promote this. And yeah, please keep on submitting your ideas for new Ollies. Maybe we will do in the future some new some new content to gather your wonderful ideas. And so much for the or site information based on what Joshua just shared. I think it's a casual conversation. Anyone feel free to join if you have like a comment or follow-up question on our on every one of us. So I'm happy that John and Joshua made a good start of this party. Who'd love to be the third to share your story? Feel free to raise your hand or just unmute. Ash, go ahead.
Please. Yes, sir.
Amit, you're next.
My story started with the Oli with the photographer Oli. Photographer Oli, which I got as a prize from Twitter contest, and other I got this special Oli. special only from the testing team.
Yeah, testing
Is,
team. It's the
yes,
OCP
yes.
FUT only.
Yes, yes,
It-
yes. I got
It's
this
not,
for
is very rare.
yes. I have other prizes like these, and also have awards, 2 to 3
Oh,
awards with me,
cool.
like
Do,
total of 3 awards.
wow, you have 3.
Yes, sir.
Many congratulations. So yeah,
Thank
maybe
you.
you can also do a brief self-introduction. I think many of us know you on the community, but I think it's maybe the first time or the first times to have some face-to-face conversation. You can give a brief self-introduction if you like.
Okay. So first, my name is Ashpreet Singh Chauhan. I am from India, and I am an advocate by profession. I am also part of Oppo India community and work as a moderator there. And in here, Oppo Global community, I am a member of. Uh, I am a member and also write many articles based on different topics.
Yeah,
So here my
thank you
quick introduction.
for the quick brief introduction. And Ash is a moderator on the Indian Oppo community, and Amit is also one of the core moderator team member.
Yes.
Thank you for also contributing and also interacting here on our global community. So maybe something about your personal side, like what do you do, and what's your hobby, passion? You like
So
to
first,
share anything?
as I already told that I am a advocate by profession. But my hobbies are like to write articles, playing games, and also to do editing or traveling. So recently, I got to know about the community. India, we already posting many articles, many things, but in global meeting people around the globe, it is a wonderful experience for us because in India we only are bunch of people who are like connect with each other, but in global like via your AMAs, O chats, and other, we can connect with other people like John, you, Vinay, and other people, Pedro. I recently got a chance to have a one-to-one interaction with Pedro and John for around 1 to 2 hours in the previous meeting. So it is a good, wonderful experience for me.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, it's also for me personally always a very happy time. It's the highlight for my working days if I have like a live Zoom meeting with you guys. Yeah, thank you for sharing your personal stories, and also congratulations again for winning the 3 Ollies. If you guys
Thank you, sir.
have questions for Ash, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I would love to invite the next
So
one.
2 more
Who
on the
loves?
way, only.
Yeah, Ahmed,
2 more only
you
on the way.
raised your hand. Okay, Ahmed, you're next, and then Lou Wixie. Ahmed, go ahead.
Hello everyone, a very good day to everyone. So yes, a self-introduction. My name is Amit Tiwari, aka Nakas. You might be seeing my profile on the community, and also as Ting Yang said that I'm one of the moderator and a core team member in the Indian community. So I started my journey with Oppo since there was a community for ColorOS. So that's how I began like interacting with Oppo and the ColorOS team. And about my hobbies, that I'd love to do trekkings. I usually go like I believe once in a month, but recently I have stopped it because due to this COVID situation. And apart from this, if you know Ritu Maheshwari, I go with a photo walk like once or twice in a month with her as well. She is one of the product ambassador for Find and to Flip. So we always plan for a photo walk meet and with most of the Oppo members only, so that we can create some good pictures for the Oppo and contribute with them. And regarding my ollies, so this is the first ollie which I got.
Wow.
So I, yeah, I got this olive from Allison. She is from the colorers team, and
Yeah.
she gave me this. Actually, she gifted me this because I was managing all the colorers updates group. Like I was managing all the Indian users who were in the beta and alpha updates. So being an admin, she gifted me this. That yeah, your work is amazing. So this was one of the, we can say, gesture from her. And this is my second Ollie by Tinging. Actually,
Yeah.
he gifted me this, you can say, because I was working as an editor in O Weekly, and this particular Ollie represents that. I believe she has a book over here, and she had a pen, but it's broken actually. So
Yeah,
it
sorry
represents the
for the
editor.
delivery
That's okay.
failure.
Yeah. So it represents that the editor or the writing skills which I have on the Oppo community, and I'm very grateful that he saw that in my skills, that yeah, I can write a good article, or we can run a good O weekly program in the future as well. So yeah, that's all about me.
Thank you so much, Amit. Thank you for sharing your personal side and also the story with Ollie's. Yeah, it's a pity that the latest the Xie Ollie broke the pen. I will try to get you a new one for that. Amit is
Thank
the
you.
only one who volunteered to join me on the All Weekly editor team. And I noticed he's also running this column on the Oppo Indian community. So I thought we might work on this together. It's a pity now that I stopped the All Weekly because I wanted to have engagement with more people. I think All Weekly for the current stage is too text heavy, and I want to have instead I want to run the only parties to have more direct conversations with you to get your feedback in terms of the content we can deliver. So that's the background. I think maybe one day we can start a new All Weekly or similar formats. And another thing is, I think Alia is, after she joined us, she's also writing currently the monthly roundups. And if we have time, we might have more frequent recaps on the community content. So please do share your ideas on these decisions if you think it's better to continue with all weekly, or what kind of content are you expecting from us and from everyone. Maybe yeah, we can try to make things happen. I can give you some background information I already mentioned. For the current stage, we have a pretty large registered user base, given the fact that we are only 8 months old. But majority of them are non-English speakers, which are not familiar with English communication. So this is also part of the reason why I wanted to have some Zoom meetings. Maybe if we have some casual conversations, we can also try to engage with them. But yeah, today I think I will stick with English. I'm not capable to conduct a session in other languages except English, Chinese, German. But when we have, for example, like over 20 or 30 people, I believe if people are like 3 or 4 from Indonesia, from Malaysia, yeah, you can use your local languages to share something, to share some personal story, fun facts, and we can we can tailor some new formats to your needs. I think in a time when we are thinking ahead how we can interact with generative AIs, we will have an exciting time ahead to create more things, create more content, to have more interaction with the devices, with screens. But the real interpersonal communication, the authentic interpersonal feeling is difficult to get through. That's why I'd like to nurture kind of a direct communication between the users. So this might also be a start. If we can do this regularly, I believe is another channel for beyond the word-based communication on the community. So that might work if we can, in one way, if we can run this regularly. On the other, if more people can join in, and then we might think of ways to do this. Today is like a free discussion. We don't have a dedicated topic. And I do want to start from next round with a topic suggestion, and I might collect from the community and then have a pool, and we can vote for the topic we like to join. And then we can check, yeah, how it goes. Okay, so much based on my for Ahmed's contribution. I'd like to invite our next user, Lou. I think you are the next. The mic is yours.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Can you guys hear me? All right. Wisdom, but popularly known as Lou, mostly on social media. And I'm a student. Most of you have seen me before. So my story about Ollie, my first Ollie was gotten from a contest on Instagram from the Oppo's page. After they asked the question, I can't really remember the question Oppo asked, but they asked the question and I was randomly selected. that was a very happy day. And then a few weeks later, I got the photography only, and that was it. So I got that first, and a few months later, okay, in December, I won. I was among the winner of the Oppo Joy Box contest, Christmas. Yeah. So on February, I got my Joy Box, and luckily saw another Oli inside. I saw that Oli inside. So that's twins. Yeah. So it made it my second Oli, and so far they've been my photography body. I'm using them for, most of you see my shots. Most of them I put Oli there. I take photos of them, and they are really loved by so many persons because, you know, Oli isn't rampant here in Nigeria. You won't see them in the market, so they are rare. And when people see them, especially small children, they always want to play with it. So later on, I was among the winners of the nominated winners of the photography blog. I've forgotten the caption, but those who review the Find X6 Pro. So this was inside my box, and I got this yesterday.
Wow.
I got this yesterday. This is Explorer Oli. Actually, what Rookie wrote inside my box was that the Oli I requested for wasn't available, so it was replaced with this. Then I also got this. Yeah,
cool.
that's base. I got this. It's my favorite now. I love it.
Do you know the name?
I got that.
Do you know the name of this Oli?
Yeah, it's base.
白泽.
Yeah, base. Okay, base.
Yeah.
I pronounce it as base.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. 白泽 is actually the code name for Find X5 Pro. Find X5 Pro. So for each product, we have an internal code name. And some of the code name are also from these creatures.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, it's really beautiful. So currently I have just 4 Olis. Yeah. Yeah, so
lucky you have 5, 4 or 5, 4.
No, that's 4. That's 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
Sorry.
I only have 3.
Yeah. I expected you to have more because you're in charge of the Olis. So that's okay. So my to continue the story about Oli. Well, Oli has been one of my photography body. Yeah, it's really a photography tool. Many people ask if the photography only can take photos, but I tell them no, it can't take photos. it's just the phone they see there is just there. You can't take photos. So I just use it in my in my pictures. Yeah, so that's my story about Oli so far.
Thank you, Luixi. Yeah, Lu is 18 years old, if I remember correctly, and he's a very creative content creator. And many congratulations for your winning on these Ollies, and also thank you for sharing the stories behind the winning of these Ollies, which might inspire others to join more of our contests or interactions. Yeah, it's our intention to use this, or since Ollie is this inspiration collector, I think he has to live with inspirations. I think it's important that we gather the inspirations from you and then share it on our platform so that people can get inspired from time to time. And creating all these Ollies is also needs a lot of inspiration. So it's a co-creation process for me. And I do hope from our community, from our global audiences, we can have next level of new ideas for the Oli team in the China market team. Like the Oppo campus is responsible creating all the Olis, and some of the internal departments can create their Olis. Mostly for the purpose to connect Oppo staff members, and sometimes they also do giveaways to engage with their users. But yeah, mostly is for internal brand building and stuff like that. So I think the next stage is when the users identify them as Oppo friends, followers, we are in the position also to create our Olis, create Olis that represents a piece of our relationship with the brand. So that's my understanding of having this, and that's the value of having a spiritual figure to help connect us. Okay, our next, I noticed some of our members joined, Alex and Alia, welcome. Eugene, I saw you were commenting on some of the, thank you for joining the interaction. We are doing the self-introduction with some of your past stories around Oli. So Pieter, I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly. The mic is yours.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. It's Peter or Piotr,
Peter.
if anyone feeling, because I'm from Poland originally, but I live in the UK for the past 16, 17 years. So I heard it all basically. I was just looking through my pictures, and the first Ollie that I caught was actually in 2015 when I was on holidays in Malaysia. I don't know if you can, it's pretty big. I think he was like 2.5 meters tall. I remember that one because I was picking up the Find 7, I believe. It was the phone at the time. Then I had a break with the brand for a little while, going with another one. But now I'm full-time back on the Find X5 Pro 5D. And I've got a little mark here from my friend in Canada saying that I'm verified. Yeah, that's, nobody got $8 out of me. It's just kind of a joke. But I was looking as well what I've got, and I've got the photo Ollie that I've got through one of your social medias. I think it was through Instagram for taking part as a consolation prize. I'm not winning anything big that I probably wanted originally, but he traveled a bit of a world with me, being in Hawaii and in a few other places. And the other one that I haven't seen anyone mentioning yet is this little guy, which was for Wimbledon. Yeah, same one. Again, I really wanted to go to Wimbledon. I think it was 2 years ago. I entered the competition. I was chosen as one of the 10 people to go with my +1, who's my wife. But unfortunately, I caught COVID then. So I had to stay self-isolating. And my wife, who was on a work trip at the time when I caught it, actually stayed with her sister and really enjoyed the day watching tennis. And it was such a good, like, I mean, I'm never gonna have a chance to see it again because Roger Federer was playing that day and he retired since. So bit of a miss on two fronts there for me. Yeah. Oh, and I'm waiting for tomorrow because I am getting my N2 flip. So that's really exciting as well. That's going on holidays for me that I'm flying in 2 days. So there will be quite a lot of photos coming from my social medias. Hopefully I'm gonna pull a few really good ones and put it on the community as well.
Wow, you're making everyone jealous. Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for sharing your stories. It's a
Yeah,
it's a
not a
shame. It's a
problem.
pity that you didn't make it to Wimbledon, and I hope you won't get COVID again. I heard is also coming
Oh,
back in some countries, also here in China.
yeah, it was such a silly time. Like I was I was actually scheduled to get my second vaccination, and the same week I basically felt a little ill, so I took the test and I was like, oh no, like this is not good. Like I went through the flu, I hated it, but I really don't want to go through this second time. So anytime there's a jab available, I'm like first with my shoulder to get it in.
Yeah, I hope every one of us will not get COVID again if you already got one. So you were showcasing this Ollie. It reminds me of my story of getting this one. Yeah, this is from Wimbledon collaboration. And I believe some of you noticed there is a football Ollie. We also had a thread collecting the naming for the Ollie, like Ole Ollie or football Ollie or whatsoever. So I can share a piece of the story behind this. I get this actually within Oppo. We also have a small staff forum. So we when we don't have a lot of work or when we are on our commute, we also check the forums and share anything we like. And some of the departments will also use this chance to engage with internal staff members. And the brand department who made this Wimbledon Oli, they were also trying to gather the feedbacks and also our sincere wishes for the tennis stars we are following. So they want to get our wishes or who we support. And I wrote something in German for the German tennis player, and I got selected as some of the top comments. And they actually will show these comments on the in London. I think they show in offline in some places with the laser. So that's actually pretty cool. So also try to use the Oli to connect a staff member to make us proud that we can be part of something that we are sponsoring. So that's my story behind this. And let me finish then about my other stories. The bunny Oli was also a gift from an internal training program. So we were invited to a brand annual conference. So the brand department tried to discuss with all the other marketing team what kind of topic we are going to do for next year, etc. So some other staffs. And we were divided into different groups. And my group worked out the best plan for a small task. So that was where I get this bunny Oli. And I'm really happy about it because by the time it was really difficult to get one, majority of the Oli was given away during the Chinese New Year celebration, the internal gala. If you already saw the thread introducing how Oppo is celebrating Chinese New Year. Yeah, most of the staff member can win a bunny Oli if they get enough points out of this gala. Is some funny interactive games offline. Yeah. So this one is also a gift from, let me see. I think is also a contest, internal contest from the corporate culture department, and I picked. I can also pick among the 7 ones, and that's I think where I also started to think I should apply many Ollies and to also start sending Ollies to you who have new inspirations. And I thought maybe, yeah, since Ollie is connecting internal staff members and the photography Ollie and some other Ollies already were popular among Oppo followers, why not introduce some new Ollies? And yeah, this series is kind of introduced by me by the last Ollie special operation. And yeah, this year I have, I can share with you, I have around 100 of these 7 Ollies. I think each of them I have around 20, 30, 20 or 20-ish. And yeah, I will give away all these within this year. So you guys can contribute your ideas how we can give this away, but it has to be meaningful. It's not about yeah, who is going to win the most Ollies. Is about we take we can get inspired by all these interactions. So that's the purpose. Is an open call for everyone. If you guys have some ideas how we can better distribute these Ollies to the interactive to the active members here on the community, do share with me in the thread or writing a dedicated thread to start some discussion to invite some others. For example, if you or share Zou Ollie and you love to see the interactions between the owners of Zou Ollie, yeah, you can start a conversation. If you or have photography Ollie and you find something, if you can have a interaction with others in different countries, yeah, we can also start something similar, and you can apply for Ollies from me, and we can run mini contests, mini campaigns, if we work out some proper idea. Yeah, there's so much from me. I'd like to invite the next one who would love to share your stories. Thank you, Peter. I think we have John introduced, and yeah, Vinay, go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Actually, my first Ollie is this. When I got this, I'm so much happy about it. And, this is the Ollie I got from Twitter, I think. And at that time I don't know what is Ollie and why Oppo made this Ollie. But after getting this, I really realized why Ollie is important to us. And here it is. I even not remove its cover because I am loving this so much and don't want to and want to protect this from dust and water. It is so much nice comes with so much nice packaging. And actually I can't able to share my all Ollie story because many Ollies are from different contests, as you know, and discussions. But I want to share a family pic of Ollie. Let's see. Are you?
Wow!
I seen this.
So many Ollies.
And nice. This is the Ollie of the year.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like it so much. This is so special for me. And actually, all the Ollies are. I am keeping all Ollies in myself. This is the first one on my table. I always keep it on my table. It is so inspiring. Its pose and all, and as I observe, it is Find X5 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Means this Ollie, I think so much hype. When it is launched, everywhere we see the photographer Ollie, and everyone wants to have one. And I think I am the lucky to have two of this certain of Ollie. And here is it is cutest one. Ollie always inspiring us to be connected. That's why after some time I always post something about Ollie on community to interact what people think about Ollie and what I want to share with us. See, each and every Ollie has personal perspective, and their attitude and everything is so much nice. And my if I'm talking about my favorite, actually since the starting of when I'm looking for Ollie, my strategy the top Explorer Ollie is the top on my list actually. And
So
I
Explorer
found
Ollie is your
yeah
favorite, which you don't have yet.
most favorite. Yeah. And I found it on Alia's post. There I found a golden and black Explorer. After that, I and John are talking about how many Explorer Ollies are there. There are so much different Explorer Ollies.
Yeah, Amit just showcased he has got a green edition of this Explorer Ollie from ColorOS team because of his contribution with the previous ColorOS community. Yeah, I don't know exactly how many Explorer Ollies, different Ollie Explorer Ollie editions we have. Is a tricky one. We can have a pool, and I might need to check with Oppo Campus. Maybe even they don't know how many different editions we have, because is one of the most adapted version. And that's, I think from that time when internal staff members start to collect Ollie is because of Explorer Ollie, because we made some different color editions, which makes it funnier and interesting for people to collect. And previously, people only have on several occasions, one Ollie, two Ollie. Is the time when we create a bunch of same Ollie in different colors, and people wanted to collect, to have them more. And also, is the Ollie I think we started to promote in offline stores. And some of the regional markets, they also sell this Ollies. And I noticed Eugene mentioned a while ago, or some other members also mentioned in the community, that there is this brand in China, which started with Pop Mart. Pop Mart is the brand to create these little creatures, the different characters. And a lot of Chinese and a lot of Asians love collecting these. And I think, these are all interrelated, and is not only popular among kids. More importantly, it has already become the toys for adults, because we are also having a time when we think back about our childhood and our relationship with toys, and it's an adult toy. So I think as for toy itself, like a toy or game, we are here to define what is actually a toy, what is actually a game, how can it benefit us in a time like this. So I find the possibility of using Ollie as the bridge between us to connect us emotionally. Since it already connect Oppo staff member, why not we link it, be a bridge between Oppo staff member and Oppo friends, Oppo customers. In that way, we might find our channels to communicate with one another, because it's always difficult for us to get all the staff members to talk directly with you. But if we have some good topics around Ollies, we might be easier to convey some of the messages, some of the feedbacks around your experiences with our products and services. And I heard that they might also start creating Oli for all the new products, like the next Reno series, the upcoming new ones. We might create some dedicated Olis around the product, which makes it even logical when we can communicate across this Oli. Oli is helping us collecting the feedbacks from the dedicated users through different channels. Yeah, some side notes from me. Thank you, Vinay, for sharing.
And
Go ahead.
I just want to ask something. As Alex have the summer camping Ollie, is it related to find and to flip or find and to like hinge because it is mechanically moving parts?
Yeah, good observation. But I think is prior to the launch of Find and to Flip is I can give you some observations. Maybe it's not true because I haven't confirmed yet. It's because camping is becoming a buzzword in China, and a lot of younger generation started to buy things around camping. So for the corporate culture department, they want to also create something around camping. So that might be the origin of this camping Oli. I think Alex is among us who had a camping Oli, right?
Before
Yeah, I
knowing
noticed.
its name,
Sorry?
before knowing its name that it is camping Ollie, on first seeing everyone can think easily that it is related to find and to flip because it is flipping his pose and exactly suits with the hashtag. I am just using my two ollies to flip the pose and Alex can use only one to create this pose.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm mentioning. You guys can come up with ideas. For example, you are looking for Explorer Oli, which you don't have. You can ask the other members who already have this Oli to do some challenges. You can challenge them. Would you like to do this in, for example, Alia has Explorer, and you can challenge them, challenge her whether she can do something in Singapore or yeah, when she's on trip. Yeah, John too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I noticed Amit raise your hand
you.
in the meantime. Do you have a comment or a follow-up?
Yes, actually for the Explorer Ollie, initially we had four editions, green, pink, golden, and the white one. Later on, we got our next version, you can say, for the chipset, which was in black and golden edition. So that was one of the edition, and I believe in Chinese market they were selling it for 69 yen. I
Yeah,
checked it on the
exactly.
store in the Chinese market, and it was not available for India. I asked Alison that if she can ship it for me, and I'll pay her, but she said that that's not possible.
Yeah.
So
Talking about Vinay, go
I
ahead.
want to see. I want to.
You muted, Vinay.
Do you know anything? It's something special about Explorer Ori and why it is made and why it is very rare to get.
Okay, since you guys are interested about Explore Oli, let me share some of the materials I have from the Oppo campus. Is actually something I also use part of this. So this is the origin, the original file from Oppo campus. There might be answers. Let's take a look. Can you see the screen I am sharing?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I translated part of them into English. So yeah, it's because of the renovators projects, we had a unified image, visual appearance of Oli. And actually, these samples are all the works submitted by the Chinese young college students. So a lot of them are using like astronauts or similar images. So that might be a start for Oli, because one of the brief for them to create Oli is under the term of light chaser. You can see here. So it might trigger some of the creators, some of the young artists to explore in the direction of outer space, of explorer. That is my guess. So as you can see, after we set the visual appearance of Oli, and basically is the original visual appearance pretty much similar to the Explorer Oli, as you can see. They basically add this helmet around Oli's head, which makes it transparent and also interesting. As you can see here, there are 3 different major color adaptations of Oli, but on this photo, you can see much more different colors. I think is because it's the time when we first unify this visual appearance. So a lot of different departments try to do adaptations to get a unique color, a unique Explorer Oli out of this. So that's why we have all the different colors. But officially, some of them were accepted as official Explorer Oli. Some of them actually didn't meet the standard of the Oppo campus. So that might be some limited editions, but it's not the standard Explorer Oli. Oh, here is the one I mentioned. We have like Chinese zodiac editions. This year is the year of bunny, rabbit, the bunny Oli, and this is from the year of ox. So this is the ox Oli. And actually, in this year, we also collaborate with a young artist to do a set of toy for people to create something. There is not only a Oli, but a set of tools to help children create an art piece using this tool. That was also some of the exploration. There were pins. There were even a T-shirt. I also have a T-shirt in black in this edition. And also, if I can show you my laptop, I have stickers of this half transparent, half solid matte Oli, which is very cyberpunk, and also some of the badge rope thread. And as you can see, this is the picture of a Chinese offline store. They have Olis in different sizes, most of which I haven't seen in person. So yeah, there are further explorations. They create comic books around Oli. Actually, a lot of internal departments use Oli as the key figure to write a story around it, to let people know more about what they are doing currently. And also we engage in offline channels, not only in our retail stores, but also going into some shopping malls or joining some offline events, happenings by placing Oli as a real human. He's just wearing this costume and he's interacting with people. And also some creations like he's attending a concert. Yeah, this is the Popma I was mentioning. He was doing the dance because he was used to be a good dancer only originally, and also attending some lectures and delivering some speech, and also meeting the young artists, of course, because he's always after new ideas. Yeah, and some even created some video works around Oli. So this is among the Reno 6 China launch. We are also trying to showcase, what some of our best college art students created around Oli. Yeah, this is it. And even, you can see here, they were also explorations with Oli as a interactive pad on smartwatches. This is the script they created. And yeah, we have some crossovers with some major IPs like Conan. Yeah, here you can see some more merch products in offline stores. Not all the offline stores have this. Some of the major bigger ones have this. Yeah, and in Chinese market, they only got a profile on China Weibo, which is equivalent to Twitter, I think. And Bilibili is equivalent to YouTube. So he is getting a lot of followers online, and I think yeah, that's basically some of the stories you might not know yet. I hope that answered part of your question around Explorer Oli. I can share another private story because before I joined the community, I worked for the Oppo Academy, which is an internal institution to train the staff members. So among a lot of training programs, we also created our Explorer Oli, like some of the color editions. And we want to make it really cheap so that more people, more students, more of the internal participants of our training programs will get motivated. So we send in many different we collect across departments the needs for Explore Oli, and we negotiate with the factory who manufacture this. So we cut down the cost and we deliver a lot of Olis for the training programs. That's also another story how internally we take advantage of Oli to connect each other. Yeah, thank you for raising the question, and I hope this part give you some new information around Oli. Let's move on. I think yeah, do we have a next volunteer who'd love to share your story?
Alex.
Alex, you are named as our next. You're sitting in your car. If it's convenient for you, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
One moment, please. I am using the Flippy in tripod mode.
Oh,
so I am here in my mobile Batmobile. I just got home from you know, the usual commute, and just playing the find the parking space game. It's a local tradition, you know, first come first serve, and we're expecting something like heavy rain. So yeah, I'm in the Batmobile, and what do you guys want to hear?
Self-introduction first.
Yes,
I believe
bro.
all of us know you, but
self-introduction.
Few of us know where are you from and who yeah, your story with Oppo,
Hey, John,
with Oli.
I think the blur is kind of acting up. So I am. My name is Alex. I am from Bucharest, Romania. It's in southern Europe, and
I would say
we're
Eastern
like
Europe.
Yeah,
Middle Europe.
Yeah, southern Eastern Europe. Like southern south of us, it's Bulgaria. North of us, it's Ukraine. We're neighbors with Hungary also. So yeah, it's a diverse country and cultures. And what do you want to say? What do you want to know about me? Like my first Ollie, I think it was the photography Ollie, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Second Ollie was, I think he's called Inspiration Ahead Ollie. It's the little guy that's is like with the
AR glass.
AR glasses, yes. The third one was the camping ollie that Vinay said. And yes, camping ollie is, oh, started raining. Camping ollie is the only ollie that I know of that can articulate. So he can move his legs, his hands, and I think his head. Yes, yeah. He can articulate, and he sits on his little chair, yes, folding chair. He has like some camping chair, and he has like a little camping mat. And yeah, that was like the exclusive one. You know, I think I left a comment. What was it, Tianyang? A comment with something with programmers.
Yeah, you are the winner of the Oppo Programmers Day. So
yes,
you got the you got this as one of the first, I think the very first, at least from the community, to win the camping Ollie.
Yeah. I was like, oh, something special. I remember like seeing the blueprints. You were showing the photos. It's like, oh, he has accessories. And oh, one thing to be really careful with the tiny ollies. Like, do you know, like they have like little phones or the AR glasses. Like, be careful with those. For example, I had the Ollie brothers in Barcelona, and I almost lost the camping Ollie's little phone. So that tends to, I think it's the glue. It tends to come off. So be careful, everybody, that with their little phones or accessories, careful with those. So I had to glue it back when I got home. Like we made a debrief. Nobody leaves my site in Barcelona. Yeah, yeah. So, oh, and the latest addition would be the Bunny Ollie. The Bunny Ollie. Yeah, he's the new guy in the family. Like 2 weeks ago, last week ago, he came in the mail. He was like all battered up. You know, John had the same box. Yeah, the Hashel. I don't know what they were playing football with the box. So I had to like mend the box or anything. But Ollie is okay. He's back home. I think I'll post like a picture with all the family. I didn't have the time to make like a family reunion or something. So yeah, that's my Ollie. It's not as big. It's like, okay, 4 Ollies. It's like, I know Alia maybe has like 7 or 20 Ollies or something. There's a rumor she's like
Rumor.
she's
20 Ollies.
Yeah. She's manufacturing some underground Ollie transportation route and hijacking all the Ollies. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
who's here. Yeah,
Alex.
hey,
Welcome.
Lou. Yeah, I'm
Lou.
just looking at the photos now. Like, hey John,
Yeah.
Tohan, I think your name is. Yeah, hello. Yeah, hi. And Amit, hello. Vinay, hello. I think
Hello.
Piotr is also here. Hello, guys. Nice to see you guys. Greetings from the Batmobile.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
I hope the rain will stop and you drive safe home.
No, I got home.
Oh, you
played
were
the
just
find
the parking lot.
the parking space game. A game. Tianyang.
Parking game.
Very important.
Parking
it's a game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm waiting for the rain to stop so I can go inside. No umbrella.
Okay. So I hope the rain don't stop in the next 50 minutes so you can stay with us.
Aha, sneaky.
You have to play with your kids after you're at home.
Yeah, I have to go to.
I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's next?
I saw
Hello,
Vinay
Alex.
raise your hand. Yeah, go ahead.
Alex, I know. I think I know the story behind why you get the camping Ollie, because as all we know the quote that everyone deserve a hug and programmer gets a bug. So you you are not a programmer, so I think you needs a hug, and camping Ollie is ready for that.
Exactly. Like I'm trying to, like, oh my god, the blur function is wacky here. I'm trying to start a new trend on a community. Vinay is like, you've seen like Oppo hugs. Yeah. So like for every like community meetup or something, I will try to make like a tradition.
Something
like
special.
Everybody gets some. Something special. Like everybody gets some hugs, and we'll. I don't know if I can make like a circle, but I think like we'll make like a small tab in a circle somewhere, like Oppo hugs. I'm making that one.
Yeah, that's why I also use Oppo hugs on my some contents. I'm also promoting the Oppo hugs.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, who doesn't like hugs? Come on, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
you can give them to everybody. It's like, who needs a hug?
Talking about hugs, we can start with Ollie. I would suggest for those of you who have Ollies with you, we can place it around the camera, so it's a virtual hug among Ollies. Let's try this and make a screenshot and share it in the community. It's an Ollie hug
Okay.
session. Let's
Oh
get the
my God,
party
so many
started.
Ollies.
You can pick one if you have multiple. And we have
Yeah.
multiple Ollie hugging each other or kissing each other. Let's try it.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Oh,
I want a hug.
Alias.
I want a
Oh
hug.
my God. Oh my God, look at Alias. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 25 Ollies
Alia,
there.
pick one and place it in front of the camera so that we have a
It's
bunch
actually
of
pretty
Ollies
awesome.
trying to
Means
grab a hug.
What is your favorite?
Then
okay,
I
means
need to
Alia
choose one.
means
What is
Alia has the
behind
maximum number of
right now?
Ollies.
The maximum number. Is there a maximum number of Ollies?
Let's have a vote
I think
in the
it-
community.
Yeah,
I
she
think
has a
she
lot.
must hijacking all.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
come on,
have
guys.
over 100
No.
to give away. I have the most.
She is the manufacturer.
So
Yeah.
No.
My
gonna
Ollie
catch him.
She
is
might have
showing
some
his
setup
attitude.
inside her house.
I don't believe you.
Wait. I'm being creative. Wait, I don't have a real
Yeah.
Ollie, but I have the next best thing. So where's the picture? Ah, the bunny Ollie.
So I see Ash has this testing Ollie.
Yeah.
It is a rare one. Testing
Hey,
Ollie.
Ashjit,
Give us some
you
close-ups.
have very unique one.
Oh, that's a cool one. I don't know that one.
That is from the testing team.
I
They're
haven't
also who is
seen
running
it before.
yeah, the team behind the FUT program.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
See, I'm being creative here. Look.
You have
I
the bunny
also have
Ollie.
this.
Okay.
On an Oppo phone. Yes, Oppo phone. Yes, see.
How about
Who's there
we
with the bunny?
place the head of
Yan Yan.
Ollie to cover the 80% of over 80% of the screen, so that we can make a
Okay.
group photo.
We'll need to be extra creative for this one.
Yeah, let me close this light so affects your visual.
Well, this is not weird at all. Sitting in the car holding a Ollie
Yeah, we
phone
can
next to another
talk,
phone.
talk behind
People
Ollie.
are like passing by. Like, what is that guy doing in the car?
Is the guy talking with someone?
Yeah. Oh, so many bunnies. Does anybody have the fox Ollie?
I don't have.
No,
I think.
just
Who has the
waiting.
fox?
Hope next time Tiang Yang send me.
Yeah, if you
So many
win,
bunnies.
if you win a contest
I'm also
next
waiting
time,
for my 2 Ollies.
yeah, we can give you Ollies according to your needs if I have them.
Maybe I'll get it for creating the invitation.
Louis
Oh my God, it's so cool.
Palada. You love to
Hello.
dive with astronaut Ollie. Yeah. Okay. So much for OllieParty group photo session.
Oh.
Let's move on. I think I believe I'm not sure if anyone doesn't have an Ollie yet. I don't want to make you unhappy. Maybe anyone, if you don't have an Ollie, please raise your hand. Is your chance to get an Ollie?
Alia, put down your hand,
shameless.
Alia, I see you. Oh my God, 2 hands. Alia, no.
So for Oppo, there is a very important message. The corporate culture, the core of the corporate culture is 本分. 本分 is be integrate, to be true to yourself. So if you don't have an Oli, please raise your hand. If you have, please put down your hand. I see Lou, Amit, you have Oli. Please put down your hand. Eugene,
Sir, I'm waiting for my 2 Ollies.
do you have Oli or not? Please open the mic.
No, I don't.
Really?
Who doesn't
Yeah.
have?
I swear, I
Okay.
swear.
Okay, we heard you.
We believe
So
you.
you are among the one of the guys who will get the Oli among the session. I promise. I will. I promise 3 to 5. So I think.
Who's all yours?
Yeah, who don't have an Oli have to submit a really good suggestions. Now the mic is yours. Please share. Please give a brief self-introduction, and then share one of your ideas for us. If everyone is happy, or yeah, at least some of us thinks the inspiring idea, we will give you the Oli.
Sir, I
The
have
mic
list
is
of them.
yours.
I have list of
Joshua,
ideas.
Creative Graph. If you don't have an Oli, yeah, you are also qualified for the next presentation. Eugene, if you are convenient, feel free to unmute and the mic is yours.
Hello.
Or Creative Graph.
Hello.
Go ahead. I think Eugene.
Hello, my name is. Hello, my name is
ahead.
Aditya. I am from India. I am a student in geology and a photographer as a passion. I started my photography after the completing my matriculations exams, and I joined OPPO community, and I am not a photographer. Wait, sorry. One second.
No worries, we can hear you. Feel free to continue if the internet is stable.
I
So yeah.
I think his excitement is too much.
Yeah, so the rule is here. I have 3 to 5 Olis to give to those, firstly, who doesn't have any Olis at all. You have the chance to present your ideas. And then I will give one chance for those of you who can pitch for a good idea, even though you have already Olis, despite how many. How about that? So Creative Graph, if you are okay with the mic, with the internet, feel free to continue. Otherwise, I will give the chance back to Eugene. I noticed Eugene opened the camera. Eugene, go ahead.
Yeah, I think my idea here is more like a daily routine lifestyle only, where we maybe can do something like a 1-week program where people showcase how only join into their lifestyle. For example, when they commute to work, like how Alex shows earlier. Like even when you're at work, you're at home, when you're doing house chores and stuff. So yeah, it's like only integrated to your life. And yeah, with people doing that project, we will see like a big gallery of how Oli integrates to all different people, different locations. Like, yep, that's what I have. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Eugene. If I understand you correctly, it's like a day in life format, but you place Oli at the center. Let Oli introduce a piece of your life throughout the day.
Yeah, correct.
By making photos in different scenarios, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Instead of we taking selfie, maybe it will the subject will become Oli replacing you.
Yeah, I like the idea. So let's do a round of votes. If you like the idea, please raise your hand in the Zoom. If you don't found the feature, you can also raise the hand like this. I like the idea. Let me count. Creative Graph, I know you raised your hand before. Are you voting for this round? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have more? If you don't open the camera, you can also type in the chat box.
Are you counting me too?
Yeah, I'm counting you too. Okay, I think over half of the audience like the idea. If you have a question about the idea or some comments, feel free to share. I like to explore a little bit on the feasibility of this idea. If it's a good one, if it's feasible, let's do it. And Eugene will get the chance to moderate this one, or yeah, can appoint someone who can realize this, and you will get an
I
Oli.
think I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Lou.
I have a question. Concerning his points, it's a nice point. So does it mean every month we organize something like this?
So you are asking whether this is going to be a long-standing campaign, like each month we do one time.
Yeah.
Okay, Eugene, do you have an answer for this question?
Actually, I got this idea from that. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of. There's this project, photography project called like Project 365, where every day people will take photo. I mean, each of the day, but I mean, I know that 365 is too long for some of the people. So yeah, it can be a monthly thing, so that each of the month maybe we can set a different theme. For example, commuting, only at your workplace, only at home, yeah, so on and so forth. That's the idea that I have.
Lou, did this answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the idea is much okay, and it will bring more talk about Oli.
Okay.
So I buy the idea. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I would suggest, since I counted half or more than half of us voted for this one, I would suggest we give this Oli to Eugene. So congratulations for winning this Oli. Please let me know which of the 7 Olis from the special editions would you like. Send me a private message, and I will invite our intern to help with the shipment. And I also like to give you an offer if you want to realize this idea. Since you offer this idea, I can give you another Oli to give away. So you are the judge to give away an extra Oli if anyone can, if you can run the campaign. Are you accepting this challenge?
So is there any detailed requirement on to run on this challenge?
So
or we should discuss more
you can
further.
You can work on a small idea concept. You can use the community to source the idea. You can also invite other members to join you to work out this format. And before you execute this, we can have a quick check on the feasibility, so that we are aligned. I think it's important to have some campaigns running by our staff members. I think from the OnePlus community, they also open for campaigns run by users. So it's our also trial with you guys. If you have a good idea, and you should be the owner of this campaign. And but the requirement is you should have a simple plan. What is the task, and how are you going to give away according to which kind of criteria? Yeah, so a one pager will do. I'd suggest, if you are accepting this challenge, you can ask the community first to collect the feedbacks, the ideas from the members.
Yep, sure.
Okay,
why not?
so I take that as a yes for the accepting the challenge. Congratulations. You're the first one to move our OllieParty a step forward. Let's look forward to your campaign ideas. Feel free to share your ideas with Eugene in the community or through other channels. And you will get first Ollie for your idea contribution. And you are the guy who is in the position to give away one Ollie because of this idea. Okay, let's move on. I noticed brother of John, Mr. Hamilton, Thank you for joining us in the session. Thank you for taking the time. I heard from your brother John that you got a photography Ollie. Would you like to share the story behind?
And it's a great container box, magnetic lid, and Ollie is inside, and his own contoured bedding, I guess.
You also have a small note. I noticed there is a green
Oh yes, you're right. Sorry.
note. Would you mind shed some light into that as well?
Yes. It reads, "Hey, Dave Zeldin! Exclamation mark. Thank you for your talented work in community all the time and your warmest support. Good day every day." There's a little smiley. Inspiration ahead. It's signed by Rookie.
Okay, that's what I guess. Ruki is very good girl. She's sending her personal encouragements, congratulations to our
There is.
fans. Yeah. So, do you like the photography, Ollie? Are there any stories between you and the Ollie you'd love to share?
I'm gonna keep in really good condition forever and ever because it's such a great case and such a great Ollie, photographer Ollie. I like this though. This is a good one. The case all Ollies should come in a case
Keep
like
it
this.
keep it away from John. John is going to steal it from you.
Oh, that's right. Well, you won't get too far.
So I'm not sure if you know other Ollies. We just now we showcased different Ollies and had an Ollie hugging session. Yeah, feel free to join further communications, interactions within the community. I think you just noticed Eugene will run the next campaign, and he's going to give away one Ollie. If you are interested, if you like the idea of sharing a piece a day in your life with the Ollie, with the help of Ollie, do join us in this campaign. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Let's go back to, yeah, we have another around 30 minutes for today's party. Yeah, as I said, we will continue with selecting members, encouraging members who doesn't have any Ollies to share to pitch your idea. Please put down your hands first. Do we have another member who doesn't have any Ollies at all? Please raise your hand. I'll count 3 seconds. If not, we will move on to the next round. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is a no. So let's move on. Please wait for my signal. I will start the pitch session for those of you who love to pitch your ideas, regardless of how many Ollies you have. If you have a good idea, please raise your hand. Amit, Vinay. Okay, so Amit, go ahead. Vinay, you are the next.
Okay, so everyone, this is my idea. So I just came up with this idea after hearing that, like here in this session, we have 2 of the members who do not have the Oli, and there can be more members in the community who do not have the Oli. So this idea is to get them the Oli, okay, by doing some creative stuff or by contributing to the community, and how we are going to do it. So we can use a virtual Oli or a kind of badge on our community profile. Okay, for an example, if I'm achieving something, if I'm achieving a target of 10 article, 100 article, then I will get one batch of Oli, okay, on my community profile. And it will also showcase that how much Oli does one of the user has. So even if he or she doesn't have the physical Oli, but they will have a virtual Oli on their community profile, which will show the other users, yes, he's one of the engaging community user in the Oppo community. So that is my idea.
Okay. So I would love to start a round of comments, questions, feedbacks. I like to firstly ask, if I understand correctly, you were suggesting we should give those who doesn't have Ollies at all some virtual Ollies as badge in the community. And the badge should be counted according to the content, according to the number of threads they are creating. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. Even if they have won any kind of contest, okay, we can create a batch for that as well. So it
Okay.
is that way.
So my follow-up question would be, how many threads equals Ollie would you suggest?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
How many threads a user create before he gets a badge, Ollie badge?
Okay, so I'll suggest that first we should keep 50, like first batch should be given at if we complete the target of 50 articles, then 100, then 150, and according so on. So we,
Okay.
at the time of he completes the 50 article, he will get you can say common Ollie figure or batch, which is very common to everyone. Okay, the more he writes article, the more he contributes to the community, he will get the rare kind of Ollie badge, which will
Okay.
indicate that the user has very good creative mind in the community.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the answer. That are my questions. Do we have further comments, questions, feedbacks about this idea?
Sir, I have.
Yes.
Yeah, I have. Okay,
Ash,
someone.
go ahead. Ash first, Lou second, Vinay third.
In
Yeah.
order, yes, okay. Why giving the Ollie, we can create a point system. We can create a point system like in the earlier colorless community. There is a point system like whoever articles was who created the article get a badge like the platinum, gold, or diamond badge, and from that they get a certain number of points. They get a certain number of points, and at the end of the month, the number of points can be converted to goodies. Number of points can be converted to goodies. So in this case, we can set a certain number of points in order to get a only like for around 5 to 600 points, there something will be there. So it will be much convenient because in the colorless community, it is going good. Like we are writing the article, we get the badge, then we get points, then we can redeem according to our choice which only we want, which set of only is available at that time.
So I have
This is
answer on this. Okay,
Go ahead.
so yeah, so basically the idea behind why I suggested it is to get everyone like so that everyone can have Ollie without any hassle fee. So the point which you are talking about, yes, it was there in the colorers. However, it was for the particular article. If your article is very good, you will get a platinum stamp on the particular article. So, and about the point system, it was based on some contest. If you participate in the contest, if you win it, you will get the points, and you can redeem it. There was a campaign once in a year, and you can redeem those points at that time. So I believe that will be a very long procedure for any users to get the Ollie or Ollie badge on the profile.
you can do it
That
simply.
is the reason I
Yes.
suggested this. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
Thank
I
you for
believe we
the
already
question
have a
and
point system
feedback.
in Oppo community as well.
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Lou, go ahead.
Next question.
All right. I have a question and also a suggestion. I think his idea is very good. Yeah, I buy the idea. So, well, talking about will users who get those badges get just one type of Ollie, or the more you grow your thread, the difference your Ollie, the different kind of Ollie you get. So I don't know if you get.
Okay, so let me just clarify it for everyone. Okay, just take it example as the Explorer Ollie is a common type of Ollie which everyone can have or have. Okay, and this Ollie is a rare kind of type. Okay, So if I complete a target of 50 article or 100 article, I will get a badge or maybe a physical Ollie, which is this one on my profile. Okay, which shows everyone that yes, he has completed certain number of target or he has achieved something. Okay, if I move forward, if I contribute more to the community, I will get the rare kind of Ollie or rare kind of badge on my profile, which will show the new users that this particular user is very creative or it's very engaging to the community, which will eventually create engagement for all the users that yes, I want this kind of badge on my profile too. That is my idea.
Yeah, thank you for the answer. So, Vinay, you are the third who would love to give a feedback or comment.
My question is, for beginners, it is very difficult to create 50 posts, I think. So for beginners, it should be decreased to 10 or to 15 something. So the batch should be available. We can say it beginner batch or not, just a simple type batch, because I know the post number is very low, but we have to decrease it, because 50 articles or post anything, 50 post is so many for a newcomer.
Okay, so I have the answer on this as well. So in India community or the colorers community, when we work towards this kind of, you can say this kind of events, okay, the main focus was to check the dedication of the particular user. Okay, the 50 article is a target, like you can say it is a big target, but that shows if that particular user is dedicated toward the community or not. Or else it will be
Yeah.
very easy for anyone to get the allies, in a very easy way. So and also the Pedro has he has launched a event Inspiration Academy, I believe, correct? And that will give five of the users who will help the other users or the new users to create the articles. And even if they want any kind of suggestion, any kind of help, they are always welcome to ask the question to us, to Alia, or to any of the users who from whom they get inspired. So we will help them accordingly.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So actually, in this time we are talking about the digital batch. So beginners should be in low number, because
Mhm.
this is not physical. Yeah, but when we are converting the digital batch to a physical object or Ollie, then it required a certain number that represent the user is a regular in community.
Okay, I do understand your point, and I believe we can discuss this once we pitch this idea to the community. And if they
Yeah.
agree to it, we can go ahead with this idea and set the number, set kind of expectations, what we expect from the users.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the conversation. I noticed
Okay,
John also raised your hand.
yeah.
John, you are next, and then Lou, you want to add on something. John, go ahead.
Yeah. TTC, you can remember them now. I like that idea of a virtual Ollie, because even I would like some virtual badges, but I also think it's important that people that can speak English as their first language, that even if they show maybe a photo and it's not a big write-up or anything, the more photos they do is equivalent to so many articles, just so they get an opportunity to win an Ollie. And I think maybe there should be something just for people that don't have an Ollie, that they can win one. Instead of just going the same people, like I have some Ollies, that's nice, but I like to see other people winning an Ollie, like from around the world. And another point is, how about in our profile page that we have in like little Ollie, little miniature Ollies up there, so everybody knows how many Ollies each person has. And then somebody can say, oh, I don't have any, so that person should win one. Something like that. But I like that idea.
Yes, on this, maybe I'll add up that we can keep one of the feature where if we like the article of the particular user, we can vote for that article that yes, this particular user should get one of the Ollie, for the physical Ollie. Okay, not the virtual plus the physical. If you like the, for an example, Alia has written one of the article for the birth century and we are liking it. We can vote for that particular article, okay, and we will ask the community if they can provide a physical only to that particular new user. So this
Yes.
is what we can do.
Okay, yeah, thank you for the
Yes.
discussion. Lou, you wanted to add on something?
Yeah. Vinay talked about reduction of the numbers. I think that's okay because making up to 100 threads is not an easy thing. Honestly, it's not easy. I don't think I've gotten up to 100 threads, and I've been in the community for about should I say 6 months now, and I don't think I've. But looking at the other side, increasing the numbers will make members more will make members want to do more to get that badge. So, but aside that, I think reducing numbers to 50 is much more preferable because most members might get tired to make up to 100 threads to get that badge. So I buy the idea of 50 threads to get
Yes.
the first badge, 100 threads,
Mhm.
second badge, 150, third badge, then like that and so on.
Yeah, that is what I gave the other. That the first stage will be for the 50, then the second batch or the second Oli will he will or she will get it at the time of he completes the target of 100. Even on my profile, if you see, I believe I have hardly 50 articles. Okay, I understand that. I have just given example that we can give them at the time of if they give some kind of creative articles, or we can give at the time of if they are participating, if they are attending these kind of meetings. If, for an example, if they attend 10 meetings, then we can give one of the Oli virtual Oli to them. So there can be n number of ideas how we can give the virtual Oli to them. So this is how it's going to be.
Okay. Yeah, I like to stop here for a while. And thank you for all the conversations. I think it's helping all of us to have a better understanding of the idea itself. I'd like to start a small voting round based on Amit's idea. If you think it's a good idea, please raise your hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6. Okay. I think it's also over half of the member like the idea. So I would say a yes to this idea. Okay, some of my feedbacks. So congratulations, first of all, Amit, for winning this Oli. And since is also something, is not something like Eugene, which is a concrete campaign, but your idea is more like is far from the feasible part. You are still depending on like whether we have a clear rule that everyone in the community or majority of the community agrees upon. And the second dependency is whether it's feasible for the product team. So our programmers, they have their timeline, but I think I like the idea of giving instant or giving some gratitude to the members who contribute to the community. Since Oli is for daydream keepers and also for collecting inspirations, I like to you give more thoughts around these ideas. So Oli is definitely something we should use as a virtual badge or virtual reward. And I don't know how difficult it is to make a badge or make many badges. I think it's feasible. We are also exploring this idea. I can share with you from our Chinese team. They're already in conversation with our product teams to make many badges for the Chinese members. but we are evaluating because from our observation from other communities, some of the communities are spamming the badges, are also it's not making sense at all when a user have over 30 badges. And we have to think from the beginning before we start any badge, like any systems or ranking systems or a well thought system, what deserves to be put as a badge. So before we start only as the badge, we should first agree upon if we have other categories of badges, like when we are a user of Reno series or Reno 8 or Flip, should we create a badge for specific product as well? And what are the relationship between this badge and that badge? I know it's a huge topic. It's something we should to give you some background information why we are so hesitant on giving badges, because there are many unsolved issues. But I like the idea generally, so I think a majority of us like the idea. So you want this only, but if you can continue exploring this idea in the community and to turn it into more feasible ones, I think you deserve another Ollie, because it's a really huge challenge. I definitely encourage you to start a conversation in the community, and all of us feel free to join the discussions. And the closer we approach to the feasible part, the more we discuss, the more we are approaching this feasible part, and then we can deliver our ideas to our product teams, to Zach, our product manager, and we can have some internal evaluation, and we might turn it into reality soon. Okay, that's my feedback. John, please go ahead. I notice you raise your hand.
Okay, just on that, I forget what it was, but it just sparked an idea in my head. How about pins? You can't always carry an ollie around with you all the time, but if you have an ollie, like the whole being ollie, as a pin, you could have it on your hat, on your shirt, and people would see that. Would be, I like that idea as well, because you're not always going to carry your ollie. Have a pin, Oppo pin, ollie pin, all the different
Okay.
ollies. Pin.
So is a new direction for diversifying Ollie. I would stop this exploration for now. We can continue this in the community. If it's a feedback or direct suggestion or question to our topic discussion, feel free to continue. Lou, I think you are the next to pitch for the next idea. I planned this meeting for we have 5 minutes left, but if you need more, yeah, I'm here for you. We can finish this round. Vinay, do you want to pitch for the next? Let's see how long it take for Lou to. Are you the first or Vinay is the first? I'm sorry,
I
I'm
think
mixed.
Vinay is the first.
Vinay is the first.
Vinay is the
Okay,
first.
then Lou,
Yeah.
you should wait for Vinay to finish his pitch. And
All
let's see whether we have time. Everyone has the time to listen to your next idea.
Okay.
Vinay, go ahead.
I have an idea about the regularity of the community. There are so many members, and I don't think almost everyone interregular in community. There are some few members we can see regular in there. So through point system, I am adding the Amit point also, because I also thought the point system. There should be a person who is logging regularly in community. So regularly basis 1 point, 2 point adding on their profile, and after 1 year, 6 months, there is certain limitations, and he has an opportunity to get the very first Ollie. But it is for newcomers, not for Alia. Because we are almost regular in the community. So it can also, and not only Ollie, it can also increase the number of members, and also increase the views of pages, likes, comments, and so many things. In other hand, it is also beneficial for community too, I think.
Okay, I want to check with whether I understand your suggestion correctly. So this is a pitch for ideas around Ollie. Your connection with Ollie is you want to also start a point system, but not necessarily with creating threads, but all the engagements like giving likes, giving comments, etc. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did I understand you correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because every time when we are posting our Ollie pictures, everyone commenting, I also want one, I also want one. So there is a chance to want, if you want one, you have a chance, you be the regular in community, and maybe after 4 months or 5 months, when we are observing that you are a regular person, you definitely got one. And after and when something we make very easy to get, then its popularity get down. So I think at least 4 months, 6 months is enough, so that he can take it as, yeah, it is my gift. After my regularity, a proud moment. So I think in that way.
Okay, point taken. So do we have a round of question or comments? Let's make this quick.
Vote.
John, go ahead.
Vote. I vote for.
Okay,
like that idea.
you're skipping the round for feedback and start voting. Do we have anyone who love to give a question or feedback or comment on Vinay's idea? Okay, if not, I have a question. I think it's I didn't ask Amit, but I think it's the same, a similar direction about the quality of the. So we are not for all the giveaways or the contests, there is a risk that people will just take advantage of the rules and spam around. I've noticed from the Indonesian community that there is a member who spammed the community with flippy results. You can easily create over 50 or even 100 threads. And it's difficult to, it's also a kind of contribution. So it's a reflection of the community. So we are not in the place to, no one is in the place to judge which content is better than the other. Only the whole community is in the place to judge. So it's difficult to quantify the contribution in this way. So it's the same for comments, likes, etc. I don't want to kill this idea, but it's the same. And I think, I will give the chance for everyone to vote. But I want to figure out how can we solve the question when some member is questioning us, why are we awarding someone who is just spamming around, who just gives likes to everyone? Like I also like many of your content, but I want to show that I read your content, I interacted with you. But some others, they will only give a like when they really think the content is, people have their personal takes on how to give likes or commenting on things. So it's difficult. If the objective is to get as many as engagements as possible in the community, I think is a good way. But there is a risk when all the people is trying to give more likes, give more comments, but it's meaningless, then the community will become a place full of trash. So this is something we want to avoid. Okay, John, go ahead, and then Amit.
And it was like in other communities, let's just say, I noticed that when somebody has a thing and they have everybody voting for who they like, they get all their friends, all their relatives to vote for it. So there's got to be a check on that. It shouldn't just be like everybody vote, who gets the most number of votes wins. It's got to be a check and balance somehow. Over.
Okay, I noticed Joshua has to leave. Yeah, thank you for spending 2 hours with us. It's nice. It's a pleasure to meet you in person here on the Zoom. Haptic Arts, do share your thoughts in the community with some follow-up discussions. Bye-bye. Yeah, John, back to your comment. I think, is for example, we have previously some voting on several cases. Is easy. Usually, it will turn into a popularity test, popularity contest. It's difficult for us to in one way, it's difficult for us to track who is tricking us. Even if we can find out, it's difficult to prove to everyone, because we don't want to show this. We can give some. It's just take too much time to solve all these issues. But I believe there are some ways to solve this. Yeah, I think Ahmed and Lou, you also raise your hand. Feel free to share.
Okay, so on this, if we want to solve this issue, there is one very good way to do that. Initially, what we used to do is that we used to give stamp to the particular articles. Okay, depending upon the quality of the articles. Okay, so first, like when a user posts an article, it goes under review. Okay, the admin, the moderator, whoever is that, he has to review that particular article, and if it feels that the article is genuine or the content is genuine, he will stamp it or he will publish it on the community that yes, your article has been approved. Okay, if it feels that it is not good or it is harming the community, we can report it or we can delete it immediately. That's how we used to work in ColorOS. Okay, and regarding the feasibility of the Ollie, what we can do if this is the challenging idea, what we can do, we can keep the creator of the month. Okay, the one who has the more creative article for in the whole month. Okay, we can create one article where we can vote for the best articles. Okay, like for an example, Vinay, John, Alia, we all have created one like best of the article for the month. Okay, and then we will one of the admin will make one of the articles that these are the best articles which we got for this month. You can vote for the user whichever article you like, and the one who win that particular voting will get the Ollie for that month. We can do this way. If we are thinking that spamming or one of the like if the user's contribution can be fake or spam, we can go ahead with this idea.
Yeah, thank you for adding on to this. I think these are all measurements where we can take some countermeasures, but for me or for the community team itself, it takes much more operational resource. And I question the feasibility of it since we don't yet have a huge moderators team, and we are not yet there. Once we have like over 50 people moderators team, it might be feasible, but still people will question, why are these people in the position to give stamps or qualify content? It's not something very very ideal for me at this stage. But nevertheless, I do like all the both your idea and the nice idea. For me, maybe you can also give a second thought on the objectives. What are you going to achieve? The one objective. Like I like about your putting it, since majority of the community members don't have any tangible OLI, so using intangible virtual OLI is a good way to show our gratitude, to encourage them to join the conversation. So this is something, this might be maybe one of the objectives we have. Around this objective, what are the best way to achieve this? So I already give you some insight, the dependencies of putting this into realization. So you might need to think how to best reward those who doesn't yet have the chance to win in a contest or in interaction to get a tangible OLI. How can we gratify those with intangible ones? Maybe even without the help of badges, is there a way we can showcase, picture this kind of ceremony? If it's a voting within the community, yeah, we can establish a channel like in our OllieParties. We can nominate the best articles or best content or the monthly hidden heroes, my random thoughts. So yeah, please explore in this direction and we can keep on the conversation discussion in the community. If you can conduct this discussion and get some more feedbacks, collect more feedbacks from the community, we might continue this discussion in our next OllieParty. So it's also a challenge for Amit and Amit, for first of all, for you, if you can explore it and put it one step further. I might also
Yes,
give you
sure.
give you an Ollie as a giveaway to put this further. And back to Vinay, let's vote for Vinay's idea. If you think Vinay's idea is a good one, please raise your hand. I will count. Lou, are you raising a hand for voting or for the next pitch? Voting, okay. 2, we have 2 votes. Any more? Okay. John, 3, and Alia, 4. Okay, 4. 5. Okay, 5. 5 is also, we have how many members here? 12? No,
13.
13. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it's not yet a half. Yeah, is the rule. I think for me, I didn't vote because it's similar to Amit's. I think you can work together with Amit on this one, and then if you guys can together create the next step for making it turning it into reality, maybe you are the next winner of this Ollie. Okay, we're pretty much here at the time. I'd like to do the final round of voting. If we give Lou the chance to vote to pitch his idea.
Okay. My idea is more like
wait for the voting. I want to get everyone's agreement. I have time for you. If half of us have the time, we can continue. Yeah, feel free to also leave the session if you have other plans. It's all democratic. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, go ahead. Feel free to leave if you have any obligations. The mic is yours, Lou.
All right. My idea is more like Eugene's idea. It's like a monthly campaign, just like Eugene suggested. So Eleanor brought up a campaign, a monthly campaign, which is called Oppo Moments. So how about we do something like a campaign for Ollie. So at the end of the month, every user, every community user, or every community members share some photos they've taken with Ollie for that month, and then write some some write-ups on their experience with Ollie for that month. And then after this, the best write-up gets the prize at the end of the month, just like it's done for the Oppo Moments.
Okay, let me repeat if I understand your idea correctly. You wanted to start a monthly Ollie challenge, encouraging people to take a photo with Ollie, be it a selfie with Ollie or Ollie in a background, and any photo with Ollie inside. So we put up a poll. We encourage like monthly Oppo moments. We vote for the best ones, and the one will get Ollie. Or you mentioned also about write up. So write a story around this photography.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, you write a story. Yeah, you write a story about your experience with Ollie for that month, and also a story behind your photography with Ollie. It might not necessarily be yourself and Ollie in that picture. You can just do a creative photography of Ollie, like the one Mithu did and I did, a light straight photography, a photography of Ollie in the garden, just like Sir John mostly do. So you do anything about Ollie, anything creative about Ollie, then put up some write-up on it. Then at the end of the month, maybe one of the community admins pick up the best thread and award the person with an Ollie.
Okay, let's open for a round of questions, feedbacks, comments. John, go ahead.
It's a good idea, and even people that don't have an Ollie can still participate, because I forget who it was, but somebody did a thread where they were with their son and they took a Smurf and they put the Smurf where an Ollie would be, so you don't have to have an Ollie to enter this. That kind of idea. So I like it. Over.
Yeah, so you mentioned about for those who doesn't have an Oli, then it's not equal. We should encourage everyone who
use something else other than Ollie.
something.
Use a Smurf or some other character. Just to, if I had an Ollie, this is what I would do, and then they could have a chance to win an Ollie because they don't have one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the feedback. I see 3 hands. Who is the first? I just pick a random creative graph. Aditya, go ahead. You can unmute. Aditya, can you hear me? Do you have a feedback or question?
Yeah, I believe he cannot hear us.
Okay, then Harry, welcome. I noticed you joined us a few minutes ago. Welcome to join us. We are approaching the end of this session, but I hope you understood the what we are doing now. We are giving feedback to the idea Lou just submitted. Do you have a question, comment?
Yeah, my point is also that if don't anyone has Ole, he or she has not have Ole. How can it possible to participate in this?
Okay, so
Yeah,
it's the same as
like
John's question
Yeah,
or
John has said
suggestion.
that.
yeah,
Okay,
yes.
They can still participate. Just use a Smurf or some other character. Somebody already did that in the Opal community. They had a Smurf. They went out with their son and they had a lot of fun. They
Smurf,
put him in
Lego, yeah.
Everything.
Mhm.
Lego, yes. Yes.
Okay, Amit, you're the next.
Okay, so I have a suggestion here. Instead of sharing the picture is one of the good idea. Okay, but I'll suggest about the writing part. What we can do, we can approach the contributors stating that they can write a story. Okay, with the Ollie and Ollie's family or with the Ollie friend. For example, I have 2 Ollies. What they are having a conversation, how the day has been with them, like something like that, a storytelling kind of things in just inside the Ollie family.
So
That's
beside the
that's
photo, also the stress. That I think that's what Lou also mentioned. Right?
yeah.
Yeah, he mentioned about the idea how I will spend my day with the Ollie, and my idea is how like to write a story of the Ollie, like the Ollie's day was like this, something like that, a storytelling.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the feedback. I have another question. I think Eugene's idea.
Hello.
Yeah,
I
Vinay,
want
go
to
ahead.
ask some question. I have a
Go ahead.
suggestion. Actually, in community, I have posted a comment that posing like Ollie. You in which Ollie do you want or which Ollie do you have? Doesn't matter. Pose just like that, and through voting we can select one of them, the best from the best picture, like sort on Oppo contests. But here is a thing for writers. Everyone is not a good writer. Even I am not comfortable in speaking English very good, but I can write easily. So writing is the main thing that I don't think everyone has a good in it. So and picture taking pictures with Ollie and Ollie stuffs, like Ollie stuffs, are one of the thing we can suggest. But through writing we can't judge everyone how eagerly he want Ollie and how eagerly want to have one. It's most new one member. So I hope you
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Pedro introduced a language option in the community.
Yeah.
So for those who can't write in English, I think they can use that option.
But I'm
To be
not
able to write
talking
up.
about only language.
It's just the
The
user
content
user
or
interface.
the
It's not.
content is also content is also a main factor on writing. How we write the best thread doesn't know everyone. So uh, even changing its own language, it is very difficult to express how eagerly he wants. And if someone has a best writing skill before he joining another community and he jumping through it, so he can easily write up the best story. So how we can give a newcomer even with a even with a good write-ups, we don't observe how he is and how his interaction is with us, and we doesn't give only to the very simplest way.
Okay, I get your point.
Okay.
So, Lou, go ahead.
All right. Okay. If I'm to understand your question, you mean if someone from another community then jump into the contest, someone who isn't active in the open community jump into the contest and then writes well. Okay, someone who has an Oli then jumps into the contest and writes well and gets that Oli. Okay, I think that's kind of complicated, but we know active members in the community, so we can judge this.
But almost active members has many Ollies, so we are making it for newcomers.
Yeah, we don't really judge based on active members. It will also be among the criteria, but we won't really judge based on active members. But what I'm trying to say is that when we notice some kind of outsider in this contest, I think okay, first trial, we should give them a chance. But when we see they only come for this contest to win an Oli, then maybe get disqualified.
Yeah, thank you for the conversation. I have a feedback here, and I might have a solution for this. I think it's always based on the previous conversations. It's always difficult for any party to make the judgment which is the more suitable content, which is the winner over the other. It's always the collective call, collective decision that can justify the results. So maybe OllieParty is a good platform. So take, I can give an example. If we want to find out which one is the most suitable for the month or for the week or for the time being, we can first encourage members to nominate in a thread which of the one you think is the best. And we collect the votes and select the top 5. And we do a live voting in the OllieParty like this, so that we have a majority joining in this session, and is more about the interaction behind this. It's not about finding the most logical or the best winner. So it's also my understanding of creating value for Ollie, which will get the meaning to the brand itself. Because we're, at the end of the day, we're not here winning over the other, winning more Ollies. If the Ollie has an actual purpose, has the value, which means if we can make Ollie valuable, then we are successful, because Ollie is the brand. Ollie is the thing we cherish. Ollie is the thing we want to put our time in it. I like the idea from Eugene about showcasing a day in life through the lens, through the cases of Ollie, because it's giving us another perspective of this earth, of this world we are living in. And I also like, Lou, your idea of having a long-standing competition in the community, or encouraging everyone who love to invest their time to showcase their love, their desire, their passion for Ollie. And regardless of what they will create around Ollie, is something we should take a look to see whether it's something we all are looking for. If it's something that inspires the majority or inspires many people, it deserves a reward. It deserves a mention at least. And out of these interactions, we will figure out what are the better inspirations that deserves to be yeah, I get inspired from TED, TED. Their slogan is ideas worth spreading. So I think inspiration is kind of idea. It also worth spreading. And we are the missionaries of spreading these inspirations. So we are having an inspiration academy. We are also inspiration seekers. We want to get the best inspiration out of this interaction in the community. And we want to promote the best inspirations out there to let people know, oh, if you join this dialogue, you will get more inspiration and you will have your own connection to these inspirations. It's the everything we care. Because in a world like today, we get too many informations, but many times we are exploring on our own. We don't have much connection with one another. Like OllieParty, like what we are doing today, I believe is giving us more perspectives. We can never judge who has the better idea. I'm saying this here, not mentioning who is. Yeah, I want it always to be the facilitator to let everyone have a word here, because we all live in a different environment. We grew up from different families. We are living in different countries. We have different circumstances. But once we heard each other, we know a bit more about each other. And in this process, we know a bit more about ourselves. So this is the meaning I can see from these OllieParties, these interactions. So I do hope we can continue this format OllieParty, and let's vote for Lou's final pitch for today's session. Do you think is a good idea? If it's a good idea, yeah, Lou, go ahead with the final words.
Sorry. The reason why I suggested this is to at least a way to promote the news cycle. Alex is thinking of creating the Oppo Hugs. I think that's what to say. Oppo Hugs. So
Oppo
it's a way
Hugs,
to
yes,
promote.
Oppo Hugs.
Yeah, it's a way to promote the circle and get more content on that circle, because
okay.
Creating the circle and leaving it blank might make it a little bit boring. So if we can start up something like this, it will make the circle busy, just like other circles like off topic, short on Opal circle, and the rest. So
yeah, thank you for the adds on. Let me finish and then Vinay, wait a sec. I think Lou, you are combining the new thoughts around Alex's idea of Opal Hugs to your existing idea. So before we vote, I wanted to have everyone confirm, do you have a clear picture of Lou's idea? Or Lou, do you want to finalize your idea? Because it's something I think is the second one is more concrete. And the first one is the general. My understanding is to have a long-standing competition in the community, encouraging everyone to create content around Oli. And the second one is to support the new circle, which is Oppo Hug.
Yeah,
these are two different things for me. Yeah.
Okay. I thought the Oppo Hug circle was for Oli. That's why I suggested this.
You can make up your mind which of the idea you want to submit to the voting session. I give you 5 seconds.
Okay.
Five,
the
four.
contest.
The first one or the second one?
Yeah, the first one.
First one. Okay. Are we clear? Okay, let's vote. Cool. Is all pass. Congratulations. Congratulations. Many congratulations. You get the full approval of the presenting members. Congratulations. You win the third OV for today. So Eugene won the first one, and Amit the second. Vinay, you should try to collaborate with Amit if it works, you can get this one. And Lu, you won the third one. And I will save 2 for more ideas submitted in the coming week in the thread. I think, yeah, we can kickstart it like this, and we can select some of the best ideas to work on further. And some of the ideas, if it's a good one, we can use OllieParty as the brainstorming session. Or if anyone, actually, my original idea is to submit the idea for OllieParty, like for the next OllieParty topic. But it doesn't matter. I think we can have another thread in selecting, collecting the ideas for OllieParty. Okay, it's pretty late here. It's 30 to 12 in the evening for me, and I really would love to thank you for spending so long hours with me. Vinay, you're free to go.
Before ending, I want to suggest something. As my idea is very likely to similar to Amit, and only difference is he is talking about the content posting, and I am talking about the regularity. Not very
Vinay, sorry,
different.
let me stop here. If it's about a new idea, I would save it for the next OllieParty, because rule is rule. I mentioned, yeah, I extended the session for Lu because of the voting. I don't want to make it too complicated, but yeah, I know you, all of you have some new ideas. Do try to write it down. And if you need the community's help, you can write a thread to picture it, to concrete it. Or if you want to have more live discussions, we can wait for the next OllieParty. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just I just said that your nomination scheme it can work on our criteria to finalizing the participants who are eligible. Just adding this only.
Okay, yeah, I get your point. Thank you. Okay, it's 30 to 12 for me. Thank you for spending 2.5 hours with us. I hope you had a good experience with this inaugural OllieParty. I don't know how it will went, how it will go. I personally like this format. I think at least it's our chance to have some regular live conversations with one another, which is, in my understanding, the first steps of building the connections, relationship among us, especially those like you who are spending already a lot of time between with each other, using the words, using the photos, using the creative content you share in the community. But it's these kind of personal conversations that makes it more authentic, make us more have the feeling that we did made a community already. So I wanted to use the OllieParty format to explore the possibilities of community building, brand building, to make it more valuable for more people. Thank you for spending the time. Let's continue the conversation in the community. Do share any feedbacks you have about how to improve OllieParties with me. And yeah, I will, please remind me about the shipment. I will schedule it for next week if our new intern is coming. Yeah, I won't let you guys wait long, and let's wait for Eugene's next wonderful idea. Is the first one that will start a user-initiated campaign. Let's congratulate Eugene for winning this chance to run a first user-initiated campaign. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Congratulations.
Yeah, do you want to
Have a
have
nice
a
day.
closing group photo with the Ollie in the hand? Let's do this if you have a Ollie. Okay, with 2 if you have. Oh, Eugene, you have is a Lego? Oh, yeah, it's a Lego. inspiration ahead. Thank you for taking the time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Have a good day.